Hi, I'm Sean Tyler.
I'm Dylan Elias, and this is PTI. Sean, you look very nice today.
I think you look nice too, Dylan.
Thank you. Winston, the Winston allegations. The prosecutor investigating sexual assault allegations against Florida State quarterback Winston wants the process to be thorough and won't let football dictate when he will wrap up his inquiry. What are your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I think this whole thing is just dumb. Like we've already come to the conclusion that it wasn't him. The woman said that he's 5'10" and the boy is 6'4". Come on.
I mean, obviously that the new allegations coming up is that they want to take away his Heisman ballot, but I just don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, how is that even fair? Like if you're a college athlete and you're playing sports and you're getting a big prestigious award, you're gonna get that taken away because of something you did or maybe didn't do.
I do agree with what you're saying. The thing is, it's not a football matter; it's a criminal matter here, and I don't think they should take away something like that when it's not a football thing.
Look, I disagree. If he's guilty of the crime, which I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying he's not. If he's guilty of the crime, then he should have some type of punishment, whether that be taking away awards or whether that be him sitting. Something should happen. So,
I agree with that, but I think it should be off the field as well. I think he's facing a real life situation here, and it's a criminal act. And
well, let's think about the Carlos Hyde situation where Carlos Hyde was allegedly beating on a woman in the club or something, and now it's all swept under the rug. But at the time, it was he for sure did it, and then Urban Meyer took it into his own hands to make sure that there was some type of punishment for him. Now, for this is a little bit more severe than than what Carlos Hyde was, but at the same time, I still believe that it's a team matter to an extent.
I do agree with you on that. I do.
All right, let's move on. The BCS Executive Committee recommends a 4-team conference tournament to determine who goes to the national championship starting in 2014. Now, this whole playoff thing is just stupid. I don't understand how you can start this new playoff system without even trying it to begin with for a year or anything.
I agree, and from today there's 391 days until playoffs will start, and that is not enough time to pull out the full system of playoffs.
This is awful. I mean, Division III, of course, Division III has been doing it for years. They have playoffs and they have a nice system going. But now we're talking Division I football. This is big time football.
It is.
We have team mashups that aren't usual for the conference. You're not usually playing this team again, or maybe let's say we have Alabama versus St. Mary's School for the Blind. We don't know who's going to win that.
Exactly. I just don't agree with playoffs taking place next year.
I don't agree that they happen so soon. Like I just don't understand.
I like the system of playoffs, but not this early. I think they need to take into consideration how much time to prep this, because it needs a lot of prep.
Right, and how do you choose the 4 teams that go into this conference?
You can't.
What happens if you have 2 teams that are undefeated in the same conference? Like, does that get rid of the top 25 altogether? I don't know what happens.
It's a matter that they need to take into consideration.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I do not agree with it.
It's ridiculous. All right, next topic.
Alabama, right? Wrong. Alabama falls to Auburn over the weekend. It was an upsetting loss for Alabama, that is for sure. It went wrong from the beginning.
I called it. You heard me call it, right?
They're my favorite team, but
look,
that was a poor
when
performance.
Okay, it wasn't the fact that they lost the game or anything. How stupid are you to kick a 57-yard field goal when your kicker has no chance? When's the last time that kicker has kicked a 57-yard field goal?
You know what? He couldn't warm up well, and that's the thing is that's out of his range completely. They're putting the backup kicker in for almost a 60-yard field goal. That's way out of range.
You're putting that kid in a bad spot.
At least put athletic kids out on the field instead of all linemen. They were too slow to recover back.
Exactly. Like there's no, because you have to think worst case scenario when you're playing football. Let's say that you're out there and you do miss the field goal like they did. Who are you going to have chase down the guy that's running back the 108-yard touchdown? What are you going to do?
And the thing is, it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't. I think they should have tried to take it to overtime completely. I don't think you should try to kick an almost 60-yard field goal with your backup kicker.
Right. Why would you put all of your kids, not just the guys on the field, which I understand what he was thinking at the time. But let's put this about the kids. You put all your best kids out on the field to play. What about the kids on the sideline that are sitting there and they want to play and they know that you're wrong, but they have to back you as a coach because they're in a position where they can't. They're competing for playing time. So if they tell you, Coach, I don't think this is a good idea, what are you going to do?
I think Nick Saban messed up here. I do.
Messed up real bad.
I think his time's coming up at Alabama. I do.
I don't understand. Next, Rutgers. Rutgers will review bullying allegations presented by players against Coach Mike Rice. Now, I saw a video the other day, and it was the most shocking thing ever. Did you see the video?
Yes, I did.
The video?
I cannot believe a coach
Who
would
throws
do that.
a basketball at a player?
I believe in punishment at, basketball practice and stuff, but not to that extent. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, I had a high school basketball coach that got fired up, and when he yelled, he lost his neck every once in a while. He gets red. He gets real mad.
Getting fired up is perfectly fine, though,
but you can't
not to that
throw
extent.
basketballs at kids. You can't kick them. You can't
make them run. Do something else. Don't throw. Don't.
I mean, even the occasional cussing. We're all in college here.
Oh yeah.
We're adults. Yeah. We can take that.
Oh yeah.
But throwing things at him, taking them by the shirt and ripping
And it's
them?
not like it was just one case. I mean, it happened over many practices and many times.
Now what happens if he throws a basketball at a star basketball player and hits him in the back of the head and gives him a concussion?
It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Being fired was the right decision.
I think it's because of his height. You know what they say about short people? They get fired up real easily. So you know how that is.
Oh, we do.
Being short.
All right. Penn State. Penn State's finally getting their scholarships back, and I totally agree with this. What about you?
Okay. First of all, I was against taking away the school scholarships to begin with. Okay, look, the kids didn't do anything. The players didn't do a single thing. But you're making this a player issue and taking away scholarships and taking away opportunities for the players when they had nothing to do with it. This was an administrative thing. This is, athletic directors. This is coaches. This has nothing to do with it.
There was only 4 people involved, and to take a criminal matter and punish your team for that in your program, that's ridiculous.
Now, what Ohio State did, back to Ohio State when Pryor and all of those guys were selling memorabilia for tattoos.
It was a player thing.
Right, that's a player thing. And those players got punished, and so did the team.
And it's a team punishable thing. But Penn State, no. None of their players had
nothing to do with
it. Exactly. And it's an outrage.
And they're only giving them part of their scholarship.
Exactly.
Scholarships back? Come on now.
It's ridiculous. I never think they shouldn't have taken a criminal matter into a program like that.
Exactly. It makes no sense when the kids.
Jerry Sandusky deserved what he did.
I have my own opinion on that, but I can't say that on TV. So.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how it is.
That's how it works.
And that's our news broadcast for today.
Thank you for watching.